Welcome to Website Royalty. You caught me. I was checking something on stuff. So this is the Website Royalty Town Hall number 11. We're excited that you're here with us. We are excited for this show because we have so much to share. I have to giggle and say, Kajabi is an all-in-one platform that we think is the best on the planet. That's what we're going to be talking about. But I also have to giggle and say, Denise, whenever we're talking about it, we kind of get excited and we kind of get elevated in our, talking. So forgive us in advance that we're so excitable. But Kajabi is exciting to me.
Yeah. Well, we are here to help people with our experiences and answer questions. If any of you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We do see them here, so we'll try to answer them if we see them. But yeah, Kajabi's exciting because we've had the bad side. So we've had the old guard that caused a lot of headaches. So when we got into Kajabi and saw everything it could do, that's why we're here, right? That's why we love it. So you can do so many things. You have your website, your blog, your podcast, CRM, courses, cohorts, coaching.
Yeah, just community, all the
community. Yeah, like the list goes on. So, and automations and email sequences and broadcasts and events. You can run events, the back end of events through it. I mean, there's just so many great things that you don't have to worry about connecting to one another. And you don't have to worry about which tool you're going to use for which. And it just makes us happy. So we want to share that happiness.
So it's very much we can make bougie things, bougie offers, get paid, like all the things. If you're in business, if you're starting a business, if you're already in business, either one, the overwhelm of doing all the back end stuff. Why do you want to do something tech hard, we'll call it? Like, why do you want to do something that causes you more pain? And I think Kajabi's a solution for most online businesses. Kajabi's a solution for a lot of brick and mortar businesses. So we are very excited to talk about what went on in Website Royalty live meetups today. So let us explain really quickly. Kajabi Royalty Town Hall is where we are here on the live stream public and talking excitedly and doing all the things. But inside our community, we have a paid space that's Website Royalty Live Meetups. And that is where either by using our affiliate link to sign up, you get a bonus of a year of that membership, or you can pay to get into that space. But either way, hands-on, like we help people, we do the things that they need to do. We help them not just have a cookie cutter everything, because a lot of the, I'm going to say, cheaper versions of website building and building all the things actually end up being way more expensive
in the end,
because you spend so much time piecing all the tools together, and you spend a lot of time with things that are, they don't tell you strategy. Maybe that's the best way to say it. And I think when you're building something, you need to do it strategically so everything works together and you're moving in the right direction for your particular business.
Right.
It's not generic. So that's our live meetup group that we'll be talking about, I'm sure. But the first thing we want to share tonight is what questions came up this week inside that private group. Because if they're having these questions, we think maybe you are too. These are very common questions, so we want to share what came up in there this week. Whoops.
Which one?
We'll get it right. And I do want to mention this. This is something that is kind of a surprise for Denise, and I just want to say it out loud. But I did a little bit of research on our affiliates. And I'm excited for some of our royals, a handful of our royals that were just recent, add-ons, I will say, to the Website Royalty community. They've already done like $300,000+ in sales.
Really?
And I think that that's a testament to what is possible. Doesn't mean that we are guaranteeing you're going to do anything like that, but I think saying it out loud is
Mhm.
very exciting because that's what's going on. They're learning how to get picked, they're learning how to get paid, and they're learning how to get found by using the Kajabi platform.
It's
So
amazing. Oh, I
I'm
didn't
very,
know you did that. That's so cool. Who knew
I,
you had time to do that over the weekend?
you know how I am, Denise.
I know, I know.
But
Do you ever sleep? I don't know.
but what came up in website realty this week, question wise, we're excited to share with y'all, and be patient with us because we are super excitable. But we were helping with a custom opt-in form. So you can build forms, very simple forms inside Kajabi. You can do, all kinds of things that multiply quickly when you're using a form on a website. But one thing I'm very excited about is we saw a custom opt in form today that's very, I'm going to just call it bougie. And
Mm.
I would love it, Denise, if you could share that.
Oh,
It
yeah.
should be at the bottom of the
Um,
interviews.
yes, there you go. I will do that right now. Hang on a second. Let me get there before I show it to you.
And we want to share things that are really on Kajabi, not just talking about things that could be. This is something that Adam Rothenberg, we call him the interview king. He has had more than 3.3 million visitors in the last like 3 years. He has done so many amazing things, but this is one of the things. He's done an interview, and if you'll scroll to the bottom of the interview page, he actually has an opt in for his weekly digest. So he has a form here that is very bougie, in my opinion. A lot of times you see a opt in form and it's just kind of plain. Well,
Mhm.
he did this on Kajabi, and this is part of what was happening this week inside the private group. So I think this is a wonderful way that he puts his face with the opt-in so they know who the digest is coming from, and he gives them the first access to all of his celebrity interviews. So
Before anybody else gets it. Love it.
yes, so callmeadam.com if you want to go look at a living example. I think that that is pretty amazing that he did that. He's had that on there for a while, but he did some updating, and he does stuff all the time. That's what I want to say.
He's one of those great, continually improving people that I envy.
Yes. Well, and then we had another question come up because I think a lot of people don't understand that there's an inside and an outside appearance, I'll call it, for edits. So when you're editing something in Kajabi, when you're editing something in other platforms, it will give you a list of things you want to change on a landing page or a website page. It will give you a list of things of what you want to change on your blog, on your whatever it is. If you look at the list on the inside, it gives you the illusion that some of the things on that list are actually down a list on the editing part. You have to go to the outside to look at what it looks like on the outside, so you're not making the wrong kind of edits, you're not making the wrong kind of things, because this just came up this week about a blog that the inside looked like the search was at the bottom of the
Right,
of the
right.
page, but that's not what the actual website page looked like. It had a sidebar that was super sexy. It has a search. If you don't know about blogs in Kajabi, they're searchable, they're beautiful, like they're stackable. I just think that they're just a gorgeous view. You have different ways you can lay them out, but the inside edits, you need to look at the outside to make sure what you think you're doing on the inside, you're actually doing on the outside as well.
So I guess what I interpret what you're saying, Kim, is that when you're editing a web page, when you're building a web page, sometimes the program looks one way as it's showing you a preview, but you really don't know the final view of it until you preview the whole page. Because sometimes there are settings that interfere with things and move things around. So, yeah, that's I think what we were getting at, right?
It is. And I want to keep it super simple because I don't want anybody to be overwhelmed. But I think anytime you're doing any editing of anything on your website, just
Mhm.
pull up the outside view on a different tab and
Right.
look at it so that you make sure you're really doing what you think you're doing. I
Mhm.
think that that is a it's not I'm not going to call it a rookie mistake because I think anybody can do that. But I think that that is something that when you don't realize that can be different looking on the inside, you can make some
Mhm.
mistakes. And we want to help everyone we can to not have that struggle of why doesn't it look the way I think it should?
Right, right.
That's frustrating.
It is very much so.
So the next thing we talked about, and I think this is exciting, Denise,
I
is
have
the
yeah, I have a sample here that I think I'm gonna be able to show.
good.
I
So
think.
it's your links page that you need on your website to have one place to send people to get to multiple places through buttons.
Right, let
And
me see if I can do this here.
it's a great one to put on all your socials because it gives you the ability to talk about more than one thing. Your different things you do can come up in a list form and help you be able to make connections easier. Link is in the bio. Well, if the link is in the bio and it's a links page, you can do all that in Kajabi. You can do that where it is super sexy and like super pretty.
And now I can't find it, so I'll just have to do it in text. We'll have to show it later, Kim. I can't
Okay,
show it. It's not cooperating. Sorry, I'm cooperating here. That's not
you're
working.
you're just fine. I will tell you this that whenever you get ready to set up your links page, there is a template that helps you walk through it inside of Kajabi. So I
Mhm.
think that that is a super sexy thing. Um, so just saying, if you want to make it an easy button, if you're speaking on stage, if you're in your socials, if you're sending out anything that you're not sure which link to give to someone, give them your links page so that
Right,
it makes it the easy button for you and them.
correct.
Whew.
I
Well,
have one in mind, but I can't open that and do the other things we wanna do, so let's not do that, okay?
we we are giggling because we will never betray someone from website realty and we will never betray our clients or we just won't. So we are very cautious when we are sharing things and y'all
That's
can
right.
laugh at us, but we
That's
want to make sure we're
what
doing
we
it right.
do.
That's right. So next is co-founder prompts. I have to say co-founder is the best AI tool I have ever seen for your business. Like if I want to research tools or if I want to research something that's like just, you know, not necessarily about my business, maybe my business wants to see something
Mhm.
or researching, I get using other AI tools. Co-founder is so amazing because it will interview you. It will help you with what you're intending to do and it kind of forces you to communicate is what I'm going to say. It kind of forces you because it asks you the questions that help you get what you want out of it. We use Co-founder for helping us with show notes and emails and web page descriptions and SEO things. We use it for like so many things. But here's the problem with all the AI tools. If you don't know how to prompt it, sometimes that can give you a lot of grief because you're like, why is everybody else getting these great results and I can't get it to answer what I want?
Right.
I hate to say it, but most of the time it's the prompt you're given it. So
Yes.
the description today, we want to just share this. The description for the show today, Town Hall number 11, was actually done with Cofounder, helping write the description for what we were going to be talking about today. Instead of sitting there and looking at a blank page and thinking, oh my goodness, how do I even start? What am I going to say? We gave it the things we were going to be talking about, and it gave us back a description for this live stream today so that we could use that to have them out there so that people could know immediately what we're going to be talking about, which I think is amazing because I'm not a writer. I'm sure no one can tell I'm a talker. Like, that's the thing I am. But when you ask me to write something, it is really painful for me. Like, and I know a lot of people are like that, Denise. You're a
Yeah.
great writer, Denise. But
Sometimes it feels that way, and sometimes it's hard. So I think I'm like everybody. I think there are moments where I go through seasons where it's easier than others. And Co-founder helps me not waste time
mm,
filtering a lot of things that you see in some of the other AI tools that come back at you. So I just did something that I said, give me a description for a live event about how terrific the Kajabi platform is, right? And it came back with a title, a description, bullet points, next steps, and then asked me questions to make it richer. And that keeps my blank page thing, that white page thing. So it helps me get started. It gives me the base to begin with and add more to it. So I appreciate it immensely.
and it pulls from your stuff.
Right.
It knows you almost to the point I'm scared of it sometimes. I'll just say that because it's like so good. But it pulls things that really does help us not have that blank page. Now, are
Right.
we using Cofounder to do everything? No, because there's still the human part. We still want to be human in our things. But when you're looking at a blank page and you can't think of how to start something, or you can't think of what bullets need to be added, or you can't think of the summary, it is beautiful in helping with those things. If you're new to Kajabi and you go into Cofounder, you actually can set it up where it interviews you and it asks you all the questions, so that in I would say in 1 hour you
Mhm.
can have magnificent things coming back from Cofounder by just setting it up to have that. So prompts are that, like, what are you wanting? Be specific about it. Are you wanting a summary for something? Are you wanting it to interview you? Are you
Mhm.
wanting it to give you bullet points? The better your prompts are, the better it can help you. But I will tell you, Denise, it is mind blowing what a partner it can be
Yes.
for doing
Absolutely.
things and making sure your messaging is right.
Right.
It can give you feedback for something that you have done to make sure your message is actually the right message you want to put out there.
Right.
That to me is just incredible.
And Kim, I don't know what your writing process was or is, but I would go to a thesaurus a lot to get different words so I wouldn't be repetitive. And I don't mean for SEO, just in general to make writing more interesting. You can ask those same questions of Co-founder. You can ask it for alternative um, names for things and things like that. So and it'll come back with even richer ideas, not just the words themselves. So it'll expand on what you're asking as well, and then ask you if there are other directions you want to go. So it's been incredibly helpful in just keeping me in one place. So I don't have to flip through a million different things, and
Yeah,
it just makes it so much easier. So
it does make it super easy. And I will give you a funny example. I was asked to speak at something and asked to send quickly send a bio of 2 or 3 sentences. And I thought, well, let's test this theory. And all I did was say, I need a bio with 2 or 3 sentences. And it spit back amazingly exactly what I needed. So I did use that like
Mhm.
verbatim for
Mhm.
the bio I had to send off because it was correct. It
Yeah.
talked about me being heart centered and impact driven and like how I love entrepreneurs. It was just so spot on, and I'm like, I don't know how that happens, but it's incredible.
Wow, that's great. I didn't hear that story.
Well, let's talk about our last thing that we're going to talk about before we go into this week's actual topic,
Okay.
and that is order bumps. We have an example we pulled from Kajabi, so just so you know, this is not our order bump, but we pulled it so we could show you some things. This is what an offer looks like. You can put together, pictures, graphics, testimonials, the description. You can have all of that, and Cofounder will help you with all that, by the way.
Mm.
But when somebody is going to the checkout and they're going to buy something, that is the best time to offer if they want to do an order bump. And let me make sure you all understand. An order bump is usually a micro offer of something. So it's a few more dollars than what they intended to spend to ask them if they want this little upgrade or this little up level, something else to help them. Because if you are creating products and you know your person you're helping and you know the person you're a solution for, they're already ready to buy if they're on that page.
Right.
So if they put their order in, your little bump of this can come up. Would you like to buy this little micro offer? Would you like to add on this thing? That's just adding another product to their checkout page if they want it. It's just a way to show them. But I think this is a great example of one. And it's add to the products or add to the purchase. And then they click that. These little micro offers can be amazingly profitable because
Mhm.
they're already there. They're already buying from you.
Right. And, Kajabi also has a cart option too. So sometimes you can have a bump that's a separate product that they're adding on. So you'd end up with two things in the cart. So that's something that's fantastic that you have cart processing for purchasing. So it's not just a singular offer that they can have multiple offers they can put in their cart.
Which is amazing.
Yes, it is.
So last week we promised, I'll just give you this. Last week we promised we would show you about custom email templates. So we have created some slides to share with you so that we can share like what some look like, but we'd like to show you what Kajabi already has inside of it because they have amazing templates that you can go in like in a few minutes, have a very custom looking email to send out to your list. So
Right.
we are going to go to, let me pull this down. We're going to go to what it looks like on the back side of Kajabi and show you where the templates live so that you can follow along, especially if you're on the replay.
Okay, I have to take this down, bring this up. I'm talking to myself. Is this so sad?
And
Anyway.
this is our demonstration website. We just want to say that so that we can show you all these things, like what they really look like. We're not just going to talk about it. We want to show you where to click the buttons.
So this is your main dashboard menu on the left-hand side. And when you want to look at email templates, they are under the marketing function right here. And then you choose email campaigns. And within Kajabi, they gave you some templates to start with. And there's a button right here that says manage templates. So that's how you get into the, where are they? Oh, isn't that terrible? I have to go back into the campaign. Sorry. I didn't save any in there.
Yeah, managing the templates is the ones that
Here
you
they are.
have that you use over and over.
Right. So they've given you some selections to get you started. So you don't feel like you have a blank page like I just showed you before. So some of them are a little fancy. They have some ideas for an event or, whether you're doing a website or a welcome email. They have a lot of different things that they gave you, like 15 of them. You can showcase a product, simple text. So they give you a few to begin with, and you can edit them once you decide what you need.
So we want to give you a couple of examples of ones that one is ours. My Sexy Business Weekly Rewind is what we have ours as. And Denise has her like email. And I wanna just make it really clear for just a second. When you do the email and you're making it custom, this is a way to make a deeper connection, and it's a way to make it more polished looking, more professional looking, but be intentional about it. So for our email, we have a tiny little header because I didn't want to impede anybody's progress to the nurturing part of the email. If you notice, our nurturing email is pretty long. I'm sure you're not surprised with all the talking I do. Let me just say that. But we have little red lines to break it up so that we can really, I share stories, I share confessions, I share all kinds of things in our nurturing email that I feel like will help someone else that was me, 15 years ago or 20 years ago when I was struggling. So I think it's important to share your heart, what you believe, you know, as far as I don't want anyone to suffer. I don't want anyone to be trying to raise their kids and not know how to get through the tech, and it keeps them from making profit. I don't want any of that to happen.
Right.
So this the side on the right, so you got to realize this is all one email, but the one on the right is the newsletter side of it. So we have things in there that are easy links for someone to go to. This one has our website Royalty Town Hall in it. You can click in our email to come to the playlist or come to check out what that is. We have Good Morning Entrepreneurs, which is a weekly live show we do. All of these are just the easy button for someone opening your email. I don't want that to get confused with my nurturing part, so it's separate. But I think every email, especially if you're busy, can have both nurturing and newsletter qualities if you think about what they need. We need the easy button around here. We all are busy. We all are, doing the things we love. We want you to have the easy button to get to what you're trying to get to. So
Right.
that's ours. And then I want to show Denise's. Denise has a bigger header on hers, and she should because she's so stinking cute in this header. I love your email, Denise.
Well, it's called Notes and Queries because I don't always have, I talk about a lot of dry things, but then I just have ideas, so I thought I'd steal the notes and queries that's out there in the world. And my nurturing piece, it has a story, it has a purpose, it has something I've encountered that I share. And I don't do it every week. I've been doing it bi-weekly most of the time. But the things on the right-hand side, which are interesting, are my giveaway, the next workshop I'm going to have, which blog post came out, which podcast episode came out, and then there's also town hall is down there. So those are pretty much standard in every email. And I've had more people download my giveaway through this more recently, and it's been out there for a while. So, I thought most of the people on my list had seen it already, but it's a reminder. It makes it easy for people. So I like it a lot. It makes my process easier, and it makes it easier for the reader.
And it makes it super bougie.
Bougie too.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to say, because here's the thing, we live in a magazine style like society. We like pictures, and we like the when you just send them something in black and white, it can be very good words, it can be very good with the stories, it can be very good. But what about all of us people who are super visual? Like, it really caters to, you know, not only readers, but also watchers.
Right.
That is really important, I think. So
Yes.
we hope that you see how you can do yours. We hope that you see, Kajabi actually has very simple emails that you can do, but these are the ones that they actually work kind of like your website does. They have like blocks that you can put in.
Mhm.
We change out our blocks for whatever's going on in that week, but we don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. We literally can hide a block if it's not from this week, and then we can add the block that is actually for this week. Now,
Right.
town halls are every Thursday,
That's when
4
stable.
p.m. Central. Help me with this, Denise Millay. 4 p.m.
Mount
Mountain, 5
5 Central,
Central.
6 Eastern.
There you go. So
Hey,
it stays in there so that we can promote what we're doing.
right, right. And the business side of nurturing emails, right? If we talk strategy, which was what we do a lot, website royalty, is you're sending out an email to talk to your people, but then sometimes you want them to see something else you're doing, whether it's a workshop or whatever. They may not have the time to take an email address or to look at it in text and say, I'm going to click on that. If you give them a photo and a little bit of a description about what it is, that helps them decide more easily. They can skim it and say yes. Whereas if they have to read down into the fourth paragraph, there's a little link in there. Sometimes they just don't do that. They skim, and this helps them skim.
I love this. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this. And I want to put up our tonight graphic, Denise,
Yes,
because
yes.
I want to make sure that we are like hitting the points we promised last week. So we talked about we were going to do this last week, and this is what we're doing now, but we want to make sure we keep our word. So headers matter because it can give you a quick picture of what this email is about or who it's about, who it's coming from. I have a picture of me being silly in the header of ours. Denise has a great one in hers. So you know who it's coming from. I want you to know it's me writing it. I want you to know it's me wanting to connect. That's the nurturing part of the layout. The newsletter part of it is the clickables. It is the graphics that they can click on so that they can go to those places. So I think we have covered what we intended to
I
today.
think so. The only thing we didn't say is because it's like a web page, this newslettery email, there are buttons at the bottom in yours and ours that are our social media links. So
Yeah,
the little icons are there. So that saves you from, them having to remember what your social media handle is and your YouTube channel and all that. So you just put them in the footer and they're recognizable. And that just saves so much time for them too.
you are so right about that. I will say that. So
Oh,
I'm gonna add the next graphic to the stage, and I just want to say that next week we are going to get into more co-founder prompts that you can use in Kajabi. I'm actually making a list. I've got quite a list that we can
good.
share of how it helps you do what it is that's, the white page thing, the writer's block, the whatever it is. I need time. I want to multiply time everywhere I can because I want to do a lot of things.
Mhm.
That is part of what co-founder helps us with, is it actually multiplies our time. It helps us do the things that we need to do so that we get to do the things that we really want to do. So
That's right. That's right. This has been wonderful, Kim. Thank you so much. But we haven't talked much about our Kajabi and website royalty and our affiliate partnership with Kajabi. Should we do that before we go away?
I think we should. I think this is important. Oh, I'm sorry, Denise, I hit the wrong button.
We're doing the same thing.
So I think it's important to know that we went from raving fans to raving affiliates. We are affiliate partners with Kajabi, which means, we are here because we believe in Kajabi. We are here because we believe in what we experience on the daily. I've been on Kajabi for more than a decade. Denise has been on for half a decade. But we're not just talking about something this week that next week it'll be something different and the next week it'll be something different. We love Kajabi. It is the best all-in-one platform on the planet. I will tell you, I get asked all the time to, test other all-in-one platforms so that they can woo me away. It's not going to happen because I have yet to find one that works as well and as just amazingly as Kajabi does. So
Right.
I'm putting that out there that we are Kajabi affiliate partners. But they have a special going right now that I am very, very excited about. And that's you get all of Kajabi, all the things in Kajabi, all the things that Denise talked about, the community, the email, the website, podcast, coaching, group things, one-on-one things. You don't need conferencing software because it's all in there. So many things. You get that, plus you get Cofounder, which we are very smitten with. We love Cofounder. But we also want to add that we personally give away a year's membership to our private live meetup group. We meet every week. We also answer questions in between those live meetups so that you don't stay stuck anywhere on Kajabi. So, website royalty, the private group, is part of what we are promoting tonight. We want to make sure that you see that you can go and get more information about Kajabi. Now, they've got a special going though, and I have to make sure we don't drop the ball on that one, Denise. Right now, you can
Okay, I'll
get.
go back. Sorry.
No. Go ahead. You can go ahead, but right now, I just want everybody to know that for $99 for 3 months, that's $199, not per month. You can have full access to Kajabi and Cofounder and website royalty, which is the one-on-one and the support and all of that with us. All of that for less than $100 could change your life and your business if you go and sign up. The QR code will take you there. Our website, mysexybusiness.com, will take you there. If you go there, you can look at blogs and podcasts we've recorded over the years. These are not just from the last few weeks. These are years ago. We are still raving fans of Kajabi. So
Sorry.
you're just fine.
It's like my buttons are out of order.
I just think it's the best less than $100 you can spend on, taking away the pain of the struggle and the frustration and the time suck that other platforms can be. And when you're trying to connect the dots, this is what drove both of Denise and I both crazy over a long period of time, which was connecting everything and then it breaking.
Yes.
It's
Not fun.
Kajabi does not break like that.
No, and the other thing is this special offer, why we're so excited about it. Normally, as partners with Kajabi, we've been able to offer 30 days free, along with then we give away our 1 year free and website royalty. So in essence, somebody could sign up for 30 days and not spend a dime.
Exactly.
But having 3 months is a long time. It's a great way to test drive it and to see how it works for you and give yourself time to really understand some things before you have to make a choice. So we always love when there's more time, and the $99 is just, you can't find anything like it out there. So we're thrilled. So
And I will say that if you want to change If you want relief from the pain and you want to change your life and your business, I dare you. I'm just going to say that. I dare you to try it, because in 3 months' time, there is no reason you can't be making money. There is no reason you can't be set up and going. There's no reason. So I'm excited about that part. How many, and I'm going to go back to mamas for a minute, because that is part of my heart, is all the mamas out there trying to raise babies and make an income. This is a perfect example of a place to go and try the 3 months to test your theory of you can do this, because I know you can. I think one of the biggest questions I had was, was I even smart enough to do it? And I am, and so are you. So I think it's important, Sweet Watcher, consider your options and consider how this could change your life and change your business.
Absolutely. And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week for some co-founder prompts and all kinds of things. So,
and let us email us, send us questions if you have questions, or if about Kajabi or about anything we talked about tonight. We'd love to hear it.
yep. Love y'all.